Hello and welcome to the 831 introductory video. This should give you an idea of the 831's functional capabilities. This happens to be installed as part of a noise tutor system, but operationally it functions exactly the same way as a handheld instrument. I have the mic and preamp pre-assembled. This inserts into the top of the instrument and will only go in one fashion. We can insert it in this way, or in this particular instance we're going to use the mic extension cable, which is integrated into the noise tutor system, and I will install the mic into the external microphone extension cable. So to operate the instrument, again we have battery backup power on here, but this will run from AA batteries or any other system. So to turn the instrument on, we press and hold the on-off switch on the device. I also have a Cal 200 acoustic calibrator. This is capable of calibrating at both 94 and 114 decibels at 1 kilohertz. So I'll use this for the calibration function shortly. So in terms operationally on the unit itself, we have our general live instrumentation settings. We can go and see some overall data. We can look at our session logs if we have any. We can look at the current data, any measurements or any time history. Obviously we haven't got anything enabled at the moment because we're not running. So to start the instrument into a run operation, press the play button and we can see we're now getting some live data flooding in. So we've got an LAEQ value and in this case a Z weighted peak. I can scroll through and see my overall data, T90 enabled on here, my session log, how I'm running, any current data that I'm logging, any measurements that have been logged in the time history so far, or any intervals if I had a full 15 minutes of interval data. So if I want to stop the device, just press the stop button. Gives us an option to save the data into any file, so I'll just save this into the internal logged memory. As part of the noise tutor system, obviously you don't need to use any of the internal data logging functionality. To change any of the measurements on the instrument or to reset the device, press reset and that will just give us a quick reset. Tools give us a data explorer, so we can go and review any data that's been stored on the device. We can also look at any of the setups, so we can look at any additional active setups we want to activate. So in terms of the default setups, RT60s, if we were doing some reverberation time assessments, etc. Or particular assessments that we may have for individual sites. We can look at the system properties in terms of any instrument identifiers, time and date stamps on the instrument, the power, whether it's running off alkaline or battery backups, any auto off times we have enabled, any preferences in terms of mic corrections, etc. Localization, so what language, dates, formats we're using, the displays we have, so what profiles we're using, whether we're using octaves or third octaves, and any trigger information, what options are enabled on the device at the moment. So this happens to be a fully loaded 831, so includes all the octave band data, third octave, sound recorders, exceedances, etc. And then any of our logic gates for the bottom of the instrument. So returning to the tools menu, we can see about the device, so how it's set up, any of its firmware history, etc. We can look at any voice, so we can enable voice recording on this particular instrument, so we can record voice annotations if we so wish. We can close the device and then we get into the calibrate function. So we can see what we're calibrating to. So we're calibrating an LxT Cal 200, which is the Larson Davis Cal 200 instrument I have here, and we happen to be calibrating at 94 decibels, but we could equally calibrate 114 decibels if we so wish. So to select the calibration, we use the up and down arrows. We can also view any history, any sensitivity data, and a certification. So in terms of the calibrate, I'm now going to put it into a calibrate function. I will enable 94 decibels on the Cal 200. I'm sorry you can't see that at the moment because I've obviously got it on the end of the microphone. You'll see I don't have a calibrator on at the moment, but I'll affix the calibrator to the end of the device and we can see we are reading round about 0.4 dB difference. So it's recognised that, and that's the calibration done. Simple as that. So when we want to carry on our next measurement cycle, we know we've got a good integrity tail and we've got a full calibration history, which has now been added today. So that pretty much sums up the 831 operationally.
Alternatively, you can go and visit our website at www.safetymonitors.co.uk, or do give us a call on 01489 890 458 between 9 and 5 Monday to Friday, or outside of normal working hours, please do give us a call on 07951 854 824. We're here when you need us, and we understand that the normal 9 to 5 day doesn't always apply. So please do feel free to give us a call. Thanks for visiting, and we hope to see you again soon.